Hi there. Good evening. Good evening from Marrakesh. Good evening from Jnane Tamsna, the gardens of Tamsna. We will practice this evening. Uh, Very light practice, very much of a practice where we can relax, but we have the focus on our heart. So this means we will be energizing our heart tonight. It is a soft lesson. It will be a lesson where beginners, intermediate, advanced can follow me. And I will also replay that lesson. I will register that lesson. I will replay it. And if you have any questions after the lesson, I don't see you. I cannot correct you. You see me. And after the class, you can ask me whatever you need to know about the class or the specifics. So have a lovely evening and just come with me. I'm here with two friends. Can I introduce you? This is Yasmin and this is Thais.
Hello,
Thais is
from
the
Marrakesh.
daughter of the owners of this beautiful venue. And have a seat. Sit comfortably, cross-legged. Find your own breath. Tune into your own breath. Observe your breath and just try to pull the attention inwards. Try to pull the attention inwards. Close the eyes. Let go of the outside world. One of the two golden rules in yoga, or one of the 10 golden rules in yoga more. Draw the attention inwards. Let go of the outside world. Find your own breath. When you breathe in, your ribcage expands to all four sides, to the north, to the east, to the south, to the west, and also the sternum lifts up. So our ribcage expands, changes its shape in form and in volume, and then our diaphragm descends, pushes our abdominal cavity forward. And then when we exhale, we activate the accessory muscles like the intercostals, our internal, external, oblique muscles, our rectus abdomini, and we push the diaphragm back up into the rib cage. And when all the air is out, we breathe in again. Only when all the air is out, we breathe in again. Let your ribcage expand to all four sides when you breathe in. And when you breathe out, let your diaphragm ascend back into the ribcage and you breathe out. Stay like you are, or put yourself in lotus or in half lotus, like ever you prefer. Cross-legged is fine. For somebody it's nicer. They feel more upright sitting in lotus. Bring your fingers together, bring your hands together, and when we breathe in, we're gonna tap our chest with our fingertips. So our fingertips are rigid and firm, and when we breathe in, they tap over our thorax, our rib cage, and when we breathe out, we extend the fingers, keep the fingers together, and then we tap exactly here where we have tapped before with the phalanges, with the fingertips, and we change that. So we breathe in, tapping over, and breathe out, and we go and tap over our heart, our lungs, our ribcage, and then we breathe in again. Really with the firm fingers, get the hands together, put the hands together, firm fingers when you breathe in and when you breathe out with a flat hand. This is a pranayama technique. You please go on, you all go on. Also there at home, please go on while I explain. Breathe in, tap your rib cage, tap your heart, tap your lung, and when you breathe out with the flat fingers, tap your rib cage. Another 6 times, breathe in and breathe out. This is an ancient pranayama technique. It is actually directed to Anahata Chakra. The name of it is Mridanga Pranayama, Mridanga Pranayama, and it helps us to move the energy in our heart center, in Anahata, and slowly come back out of it. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And then open your eyes. Imagine your heart chakra. The heart chakra is an energy wheel which is located on your, between your 9th and your 11th thoracic vertebra. So imagine Anahata chakra between your heart, behind your heart, and between your spinal cord, between the 9th and the 11th vertebra, thoracic vertebra, which would be, in reality, it is T5, T6, T7, but it's your 9th to 11th vertebra. And when you breathe in and you tap your rib cage, imagine the green color activating itself. The color of Anahata chakra is green. So when you're tapping your rib cage with firm fingers, imagine activating the green energy wheel, Anahata chakra, and when you breathe out the air into the petals. So when you tap your rib cage and breathe in with your fingertips, you activate that green color, and when you breathe out, when you exhale and you tap your heart and your rib cage with a flat hand, then you push the green color into the petals, into the 12 petals. And 2 more times. Keep the breath inside for a second or 2, and then breathe out and push the green color into the petals. In again. Activate the green color in your heart chakra. see the green color in your heart, and then when you breathe out, push the green, let the green light diffuse through the petals, into the whole rib cage, and then slowly again come out of it. Find your own breath. Breathe in and out. Bring your hands in front of the heart. We are actually, our elbows are parallel to the floor, our forearms are parallel to the floor, and we push the palms together in front of our heart. And then when we breathe in, we open our fingers to the side, open them up like a flower. We breathe in, and then when we breathe out, we close our hands again, but this time, like the flower, when it closes itself, leave a vacuum between your two palms. So the fingertips are touching, and below the palm, below your hand is touching, but the center of your hand is not touching any longer. Breathe in, open that flower, and breathe out, and bring the fingertips together and come up again, and come up with your elbows and get your forearms parallel to the floor, and then breathe in. Breathe out, bring the fingertips together and come up and push the fingertips together and come up with your forearms and your elbows. Breathe in, open the hands wide like the lotus flower, which is opening when you breathe in, and when you breathe out, the lotus flower is closing. You bring the fingertips together, the palms of the hand, but leave space in the center of your hand. And one more time, breathe in. And breathe out. Bring the fingertips together and come up with the elbows. 2 more times. One more time. The hands open, get the air into your rib cage, and then close the fingertips. Leave the vacuum like the flower when it closes down. Come up with your forearms and with your elbows and breathe out and let go. This was Padma Mudra. Mudras are physical, emotional, devotional, aesthetic gestures which help us to keep the energy, the good energy within us, so we don't dissipate good energy into the outer world, and keeping the energy inside using the mudras, hand mudras, hasta mudras. There are different mudras. There are physical mudras, and then there are the hand mudras, which are the hasta mudras. And from the Sanskrit, the mudras are translated in seal, shortcut, circuit bypass, and also lock. So we are locking the energy within us. So we did it in front of our heart. We open and let the energy in, the prana in, the life force in, and then we are closing the hands and going into the mudra, keeping the energy inside, letting the energy activate itself within our ribcage in Anahata chakra, not dissipating it into the outer world, inducing a little bit a higher state of consciousness, so we get more aware of us, of yourself, and it helps very much to let go again of the outside world and to draw the attention inwards. So 3 more times, hands together in front of the heart, elbows up, forearms are parallel to the floor, push the fingertips together, push the bottom of the palms together, and then breathe in, open the fingers. And breathe out and close the fingers, and again, and come up with the elbows and push the fingertips together, push the downside of the palms together, and then one more time, breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out, bring the forearms up, bring the elbows up, parallel to the floor. Push the fingers together and bring the hands back onto your knees. You can stay in Chin Mudra, the gesture of the consciousness, or you can stay in Jnana Mudra, the gesture of intuitive knowledge, and find your own breath. Bringing the hands in Chin Mudra sometimes brings us an attitude to open our chest a little wider, a little more than we do usually when we have our hands in Jnana Mudra. And again here, the mudra or the thumb, the fingertip of the thumb and the index finger come together and the other finger extend forward, or you can also bring the index finger into the inside of the thumb, whichever is more comfortable for you. So it can be that they touch to the inside of the root of the thumb, or they can touch like this. And this is with the hand, with the palms up to the sky. We are in Chin Mudra, so in the gesture of consciousness, or in Jnana Mudra, and we are in the gesture of intuitive knowledge. Anyhow, the index finger and the thumb coming together, symbolizing that the individual consciousness is bowing down to the Supreme Consciousness. Bring your attention back to Anahata Chakra. Bring your attention back onto your heart. Close your eyes again. Sit upright. Feel your sit bones on the floor. Eventually pull your buttocks to the side. Take your buttocks and pull them one and the other to the side, so you sit on your sit bones. Elongate the spine. Don't get rigid in your upper body. Elongate your neck. Come up with your neck up to the sky. Very nice. But the chin is parallel. Keep your chin parallel to the floor. Yasmin, come down with the chin. The chin is parallel to the floor. Very nice. Bring your attention back to Anahata Chakra. See the color. And then come to all four. So we're trying to balancing today the heart chakra. The energy in the heart chakra, not the heart chakra in itself, but the energy in the heart chakra. We do that by bringing our attention inwards, like we always do in our yoga practice. Let the outside world outside, to enhance our energy field, to widen our energy field around us. We're trying more to move into the energy field. We are feeling more energy, we are feeling more wave than matter and particle. This is very much important to understand when you want to move your energy. Breathe out. Pull your heart center towards the shoulder blades. Pull your heart center up to the shoulder blades. And then bend your elbows backward. Bring your chest forward. Breathe in. Come up with your chest. Come up with your eyes. Come up with your chin. Arch the back and eventually also engage the rhomboids and pull the shoulder blades together. And then again, breathe out. Bend your elbows, bring them half down, and then bring your chest between the two hands. Breathe in for 5. Arch your back. Bring the shoulder blades together. And then breathe out for 10. Pull your abdominals up to the navel. Pull the navel up to the lower back, to the lumbar spine. And pull your heart center up to your shoulder blades. The wrists are below the shoulders and your knees are below your hips. The knees are hip width apart. The hands are shoulder width apart. Breathe in. Arch your back. Bring your shoulder blades together. Breathe out for 10. Pull your navel towards the lower back and pull your heart center to your scapula. Up to the scapula. Breathe out for 10. Now start the movement before you start to breathe in, and now breathe in. Bring the shoulder blades together, arch the back, and then start the movement to round your back and then breathe out. Three more times. Last time. Stay here, bring the shoulder blades together, stay a little bit with the breath inside, and then start the movement, and then breathe out. Shoulders are round, the heart center is pulled up to the shoulders, and then come back to neutral, or sit on your heels, or come back to all 4. Catch your breath. Cat-cow breathing. Majariyasana, Bitilisana. Very wonderful preparation exercise for the spinal cord, for all the vertebrae, starting with our cervical spine, going down to our tailbone, warming up our articulation and the tendons and ligaments, also of our hands and our wrist. Come to your knees. Bring the left foot forward. Make sure that your left knee is just above the left ankle and the rear foot is not in a diagonal fashion, but the rear foot is parallel and long side to the yoga mat. grab the yoga mat. Grab the yoga mat with your feet, with your forefoot and with the rear foot, with the dorsal of the rear foot. Grab your yoga mat. Don't fall forward with your left hip. Bring the hips square to the front edge of the yoga mat. Breathe in. And turn to the right and push the knee to the left. Very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice, both of you. Focus on a point in front of you, of the height of the eyesight. So it can be a little more stable. Find space. Push the push the feet into the floor. The dorsal of the left rear foot and the sole of the of the right rear foot and of the left foot in the front. 3 more breaths. Extend the arms to the sky. Open the chest. Try to get the chest to the right. And now engage your glutes, engage your abdominal muscles, breathe in, and come back to center. Let go, come back onto your knees, and come onto your heels just for 1 breath to recatch your breath and to restabilize the contact to the floor. Come back onto your knees, come forward with the right foot. Make sure that the right knee is over the right ankle, very nice. The rear leg is extended and not in a diagonal fashion, very nice, both of you. Push both feet into the floor, grab the yoga mat with the forefoot and with the rear foot, and do not fall forward with the right hip. Keep the hips square. Breathe in, come up, and breathe out and come to the left. Push the right knee a little bit outside. Make sure that your knee is still over the ankle. Push both legs into the floor. Extend your arms up. Breathe into your chest. Breathe into your heart. Stay there for 5 more breaths. Push both feet into the floor. Long, even breath. Very easy. And then when you want to come out of it, push both feet into the floor, engage your gluteus, your pelvic floor, pull your pelvic floor up, engage your lower abdominals, and come forward. Bring your knees down and come back. You want to join us?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. I just don't know if the video.
Come to join us. Come to join us. I'm happy if you want to join. Take my yoga mat.
I can bring another one.
Come here, you're losing the lessons. Come here. We have Edward. Edward is joining us. Very good. Happy about that. He lost the breathing. He lost the breathing technique. He lost a little bit the warm-up. Vitilisana and Majayasana.
Hello.
Take my
Hello.
yoga mat. And I can come here to the middle. Come back. No. I don't need the yoga mat. So, Anahata Chakra is the chakra where our soul has its seat. Our soul independent from the mind and independent from the ego. there is where our soul should be, in the heart. So away from the thoughts, away from the mind, and away from the ego, so that there is a nice energy floating between our heart and our brain to create that coherence, that lovely state of mind when you're in the zone, when you feel love, and not only for who we know, who we met, but also for who we don't know and who are out there, small and silent and humble and just wanted to be seen a little bit and wanted to be loved. So this is when we open our heart chakra, we let go of our ego, we let go of our thoughts, we get into that stage of brain and heart coherence, creating that moment of love. And Anahata chakra, very important, is related not only to our circulatory system, but it is related also to our respiratory system. So a good balance in Anahata chakra means there shall be no feeling of loneliness, no feeling of disinterestment, no feeling of separation, no feeling of depression or no kind of depression. But besides this, it is also important to keep our heart chakra nicely energized every day. Naturally, we don't do that Anahata related yoga practice every day, but even walking through the green, walking through the gardens, talking to a tree, talking to an animal, talking to the unknown, sometimes really helps to open up your heart and to get this coherence. And this translates itself in a better health for the heart, a better health for the lungs, and a better health for the all over. We are kind of influencing our genetic information with that, trying also to heal eventual ailments or matters of concern to any pathological patterns. So please bring the left foot forward, put your hands onto your left knee, bring your body weight onto the left leg, and come up with the right leg, bring the right leg forward, come into Tadasana, but open this time the legs a little bit. I want you to be in Tadasana, grabbing the yoga mat or grabbing the floor. Feel the central axis. The central axis, you can feel it by a little bit bringing your pelvic floor, moving your pelvic floor up, back, forward, pulling it up, letting it go, back, forward. So when your body tells you there is the right alignment, this is normally when your shoulders are over the shoulders and over the heels, when you are stable enough to create freedom in the body, to open up the body to feel space. And we are going today to one of the other old techniques which is very rarely taught, and it is Vira Dhanurana Mudra. It is again a gesture, so it's not a breathing exercise, but it enhances our breathing exercise. So bring your hands up parallel to the floor. Now bring your palms that they're face forward. Bring your hands in Jnana Mudra, in the sense of when the palms facing down, the palms are down, Jnana Mudra, and we are bringing the palms facing forward. Now, breathe in. Bring the right arm forward. Breathe out. Breathe in. Bring the fingertips of the right hand to the left wrist. Breathe out. Now breathe in and pull your, yes, very nice, like an archer. Pull, come up with the elbow, there's nice. And also the hand is parallel. Very nice, Edward. And then breathe out, come forward. Breathe in, open. Breathe out, come down. Vira, Dhanura, Mudra. We repeat through the other side. Come up, bring the arms up. Jnana Mudra, palms facing forward. Breathe in. Bring the left arm forward. Look at your fingers. Breathe out. Bring the hand to the wrist, to the right wrist. Then breathe in again. Pull the elbow back. The arm stays parallel to the floor. And then breathe out. Come back forward. Look forward. Then open. Breathe in. And breathe out and come down. And we will repeat that one more time. Get your shoulders up and back. Find the central axis. Have stable feet. Grab the yoga mat or grab the floor. Find stableness. Stableness. Firmness. But also find space. Sthira-sukha. Like Leslie Cumming of Life loves to say that, I love it. Sthira-sukha, the concept of stableness and ease and freedom. And again, good space, you know. Good space. Bring your arms up. Jnana Mudra, come forward with the palms. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out, bring the fingers to the left wrist. And then breathe in and pull your shoulders back. Stay on the line. Come up with the elbows. Both of you. Yes, very nice. Very nice. And then let go. Breathe out. Come forward. Look forward. And breathe in and breathe out. Come down. And to the other side one more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Look at your fingers. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring your fingertips to the wrist. And then breathe in. Let go of the arrow. And then breathe out. Come forward. Look forward. Breathe in. Open the arms. And come down. Catch your breath in Tadasana. You might bring your feet a little more together, or you can have them like you have a little more apart to find more stableness. There are so many versions of Tadasana. There's Tadasana like this, and then there's Tadasana with the legs open. It's really changing from school to school. We are very slow today. We are moving very slow. This is a very atypical lesson for me. Thais and Yasmin, they can confirm my lessons are normally strong lessons. We go strong into the strengthening postures, into the warm-ups, into the strengthening postures. But today, it's all about the heart. This week was all about the heart. Sometimes it is about the heart, and it shall be. Find stableness. Find the alignment between your axial and your appendicular skeleton, which are the limbs. Bring your body weight onto your left foot and bring the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. The higher you come, doesn't matter, you don't have to be competitive. You can have it even at the height of the knees. Very nice. I show you once into the camera. We come here like that. And we again try to find stableness. And we can do that in that moment with our hands down, with our arms down. We pull our right knee back a little bit. Bring the hands in front of the heart. And one more time, let us go into Padma Mudra. We breathe in and our fingertips open up, our elbows come down. And we breathe out and bring our fingertips together and we close the lotus flower and we come up with our elbows and up with our forearms. And then we breathe in again. And we breathe out. And the elbows turn up right. And one more time. And if this is fine for you, if you think you're stable here, bring your hands into tree posture. Try to find stableness. Stay there for 5 breaths. If you cannot come up with the arms, you don't worry, you stay with your hands in Anjali Mudra in front of your heart. Very nice, look good. Edward, look at the point in front of you so you can better hold the balance. Fix a point in front of you at the height of the eyesight so you better feel the alignment and you're more stable. Very nice. And then slowly bring the hands back to the chest. Bring the knee forward. Bring the right knee forward and then bring the head, the leg back down to the floor and come out of it. And also that said, bring always the knee forward for one reason. You do not hurt the groin here, you don't hurt the muscles in the inside where the psoas muscles are. To the other side, bring your body weight onto your right foot. Look at a point in front of you. At the height of the eyesight can be a tree, a leaf, an olive, a picture, a point on the wall. Whatever it is, find balance and for the moment keep the hands in front of the heart in Anjali Mudra or alongside the body if you yet don't find the balance. And for the ones who do not find the balance, not a problem. It is more challenging, certainly, when we bring our hands into Anjali Mudra in front of the heart. And also here, let us go 3 more times. Open our hands like the Padma, like the lotus flower. Breathe in. And then closing it and coming up with our elbows. Breathe in, open the hands. Breathe out, bring the palms together as the lotus flower. And one more time, open when you breathe in. And close, bring the fingertips together and leave the vacuum and come up with the forearms, the elbows. And then if you feel stable here, come up from Ardha Vikrasana into Vikrasana, into the full. And pull your left knee a little bit backward. And again, if your heel doesn't touch high on the thigh at the perineum, it's not a problem. If your heel is at the knee or even at the height of the shin of the opposite leg, it's not a problem. Catch your balance, look at a point in front of you. And if you fall out of balance, be nice to yourself. It's not a problem. Come down with the hands, bring the left knee forward, then open the hands and bring the left knee down. Stay in Tadasana and catch your breath. Grab your elbows. It's all about the opening of the chest and the heart today. So no real strengthening postures, but this is a posture which does strengthen our legs, and it opens our chest, and it is very good for the people who suffer lumbar pain, lumbar spine, lordosis, pain in the lower back. So grab your elbows, bring your chest forward, keep the chin parallel for the moment, keep the chin parallel to the floor for the moment. Open the chest, breathe out. Now breathe in again, push the legs into the floor, engage your glutes, look up, bend back a little bit, and then come forward with your upper body, come parallel to the floor, and at the same time rise your right leg, find balance on your left leg. Keep your chest open. Again, look a point just below you or a meter up to a meter in front of you. Focus on a point, on a drop, on a whatever you see, on a pebble, on a leaf. And then bend your left knee and bring the right knee forward. Bring the right knee forward and then extend the right leg forward. Before you bend it again and bring it down. We do the same, let your hands go, let your hands come down. How are you?
Very good.
Good?
Yeah, very good. Thank you.
Great.
Good, good, I'm happy. You're fine. Again, grab your elbows. Toes together, heels together. Chest forward, chin parallel to the floor. Then breathing again, bring the chest and the chin up, look up, bend back a little bit. And when you breathe out, keep the chest forward, but come parallel with your torso to the floor and rise the left leg. Look at the point in front of you or just below you. Focus on a point on the floor for better keeping the balance. And then bend the right knee a little bit. Bring the left knee forward, up, breathe in and out, and when you breathe out, extend the left leg forward. Bring the left knee in and come down. Let go of your hands, find your breath and find your heart rate, bring your heart rate down. It's an easy posture, it looks easy, but it demands of coordination and it demands of concentration, breathing, and also muscular force in the legs. Important that we keep our chest up. Let us come to Utkatasana, the fierce posture. Very good for the lower back. So very good for you, very good indicated for you. It is a little bit difficult, so I will show you first before you come with me into the posture. I have to pull my t-shirt up so you see better what is happening. I keep my knees together, I keep my toes together. I keep the heels together. And again, I engage and pull up my pelvic floor and engage already my glutes and my core muscles, and then I bend my knees, I come up with my arms, I bend my knees, but I pull my knees over to the ankles, and now I come upright with my torso, and I pull my abdominals towards the lumbar spine, towards the lower back, and I keep my chest open. My arms are alongside my ears, and I look up to my hands. Pull the knees over to the ankles. Pull the abdominal muscles to the lower back. Keep the chest open. Arms alongside the ears. Look at your hands. And then diamond down and slowly come out of it. Very important. We will repeat that 3 more times. Very important is that when we come down, that we push our knees together. This is imperative, this is crucial, because when we push our knees together, we automatically activate our core muscles. And it's important that our core muscles pull towards the lower back. So, one more time. Pull the knees over to the ankles. Come down, and then bring the arms alongside you. Push your lower back into, push your belly to the navel to the lower back. Arms alongside your ears, shoulders away from the ears. Look at your fingertips, and slowly come out of it. You keep the knees pushed together throughout the whole exercise. Last time. Bend the knees, pull the knees backward. Push the belly into the lower back. And the navel into the lower back. Come up with the torso. Hands are higher at your ears. Here, Yasmin, they're a little bit higher, your arms, where your ears are. Get the shoulders away from the ears. Look at your fingers. And then slowly come out of it. Catch your breath. It is a strengthening posture. It works on the level of Anahata chakra, of our heart chakra, but it activates all our muscles. It shoots calcium and elastin fibers into our bones. It strengthens our ligaments and our muscles. So it's a wonderful overall posture which you shall never really miss. At least once or twice a week, a nice Utkatasana fierce posture. Come back to the floor. Sit back on the floor. Sit back on the floor. And then bring your legs forward. Feel your sit bones on the floor. The toes are oriented towards you. The chest is upright. Pull the buttocks to the side. Elongate your torso, elongate your neck, chin is parallel to the floor. Then bring your hands just a little bit behind, bend your knees, come onto your elbows, bring your hands to the hips, and then slowly roll down onto your back, vertebra by vertebra, starting with the lower back, with the lumbar spine, then the lower thoracic spine, the mid, the upper thoracic spine, and then the shoulder blades, the scapula, and the shoulders onto the floor. The back of the head is as well onto the floor. Breathe in, breathe out, and bring one knee at a time towards the chest. One knee and followed by the other knee. So you Breathe out and bring one knee, then the other knee towards the chest. Extend both legs to the sky. Come up with both arms to the sky. Stambhasana, the pillar pose. Push your scapula into the floor, but then pull the arms up. Push the heels up. Push your lower back into the floor. The lumbar spine is on the floor. And then bring the hands back to the floor. Grab the yoga mat, grab the floor with the hands, and then bend the knees, bring them back to the chest, bring the soles of the feet together, open the knees to the side. Then bring the heels close to your buttocks. The distance of the hand to the heels is like your middle finger can touch the heel, barely. The feet are parallel to each other, hip width apart, knees are hip width. Then push your lower back into the floor. Push your lower back into the floor. Come up with the hips, come up with the glutes. The lower back stays on the floor. Lower back stays on the floor. Breathe in and out, evenly, slowly. Then push into your heels. Push into your arms. And come up with your hips. Do not come to 100%. Stay here at a 60%, 50% capacity. Stay here. Breathe into your chest. Feel the back of your chest on the floor. Feel how you broaden the scapula when you breathe in. Push the heels into the floor. And then come up a little bit higher. Bring the chest towards the chin. And slowly bring the hands behind your head. Bring the arms behind your head. Bring the chest a little bit closer to the chin, and then slowly roll down back to the floor, vertebra by vertebra. Starting with the thoracic spine. Starting with the cervical spine, actually, then to the thoracic spine. And then set your lower back onto the floor before you sit back onto the floor. All the lumbar spine, vertebra by vertebra. And then you set your